The plug-in hybrid SUV segment is heating up, and two of the most talked about contenders for 2025 are squaring off in what could be one of the most relevant comparisons of the year. On one side, we have the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan PHEV, a well-known nameplate reborn with electrified efficiency, German engineering, and a sleeker design inside and out. It's a compact SUV that blends Volkswagen's reputation for solid performance with a modern plug-in hybrid system aimed at practicality and everyday usability. On the other side, the 2025 BYD Seal U DM-i, a bold new entry for one of the fastest-growing EV and hybrid manufacturers in the world. With cutting-edge hybrid tech, generous electric range, and pricing that undercuts many European rivals, BYD is challenging the status quo and doing it with confidence. So, which of these electrified SUVs deserves your attention in 2025? The established German or the rising Chinese disruptor? This is Parth, and you are watching MotorNation. At first glance, the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan PHEV and the BYD Seal U DM-i may look like they're aimed at different buyers, but they actually share a common mission: to bring plug-in hybrid efficiency to the everyday SUV. The Volkswagen Tiguan has long been a staple in the compact SUV market, especially in Europe. For 2025, it enters a new generation with smoother styling, a more upscale interior, and for the first time in many markets, a dedicated plug-in hybrid variant. It's Volkswagen's answer to increasing emissions regulations and the growing demand for electrified daily drivers. With solid electric range and all the practicality buyers expect from the Tiguan name, it offers a familiar badge with newfound efficiency. On the flip side, we have the BYD Seal U DM-i, a fresh face in many global markets but already a key player in China. DM-i stands for BYD's plug-in hybrid system focused on ultra-low fuel consumption and long driving range. The Seal U may be lesser known, but it's turning heads with its bold styling, surprisingly premium cabin, and tech-forward approach. It's also aggressively priced, undercutting most European rivals while still offering features often found in luxury brands. Plug-in hybrids have matured. No longer just about compromise, they're now vehicles of choice for those who want electric efficiency without losing the convenience of a gas engine. In both the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan PHEV and BYD Seal U DM-i offer distinct takes on this equation, shaped by their brand identities and technology priorities. Let's begin with the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan PHEV, a model that blends familiar German engineering with a major electrified twist. Under the hood, it features a 1.5-liter TSI turbocharged inline-4 petrol engine, mated to a newly developed electric motor and a 19.7 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack, nearly double the size of the previous generations. Together, this refined plug-in system generates up to 268 horsepower, making it the most powerful Tiguan PHEV to date. It's paired with a 6-speed DSG dual-clutch automatic transmission, which allows for quick shifts and a more driver-focused feel, especially in hybrid mode. This setup results in strong mid-range power delivery and smooth electric transitions. With all systems working in harmony, the Tiguan PHEV accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in approximately 6.8 seconds, a significant improvement over previous plug-in variants. But the real story is the electric range, up to 100 kilometers or about 62 miles on the WLTP cycle, which positions the Tiguan among the longest-range PHEVs currently available in its class. Charge it regularly, and you could complete most weekly errands or daily commutes without touching the fuel tank. Fuel economy is equally impressive. While final EPA numbers for the US are pending, estimates suggest over 150 mpg in combined operation. And when the battery is depleted, the 1.5 TSI engine continues to deliver decent efficiency thanks to optimized hybrid control software and regenerative braking systems. Now let's talk about the challenger, the 2025 BYD Seal U DM-i. Though newer to Western markets, BYD's plug-in hybrid technology is anything but immature. The Seal U DM-i is powered by a 1.5-liter naturally aspirated petrol engine, which acts more as a range-extending generator than a primary drive unit. The real driving force comes from one of two electric motors, depending on the trim. The standard version produces around 215 horsepower, while the more powerful variant boosts output to a compelling 319 horsepower, enabling brisk acceleration and smooth EV-style operation. The transmission here is BYD's EHA system, an electronically controlled hybrid drive unit that behaves much like an ECVT, but with a far more refined and near-silent character. The result is a near-seamless switch between electric and gasoline power. In electric-only driving, the Seal U DM-i feels calm, silent, and efficient. When more power is demanded, the system smartly blends in engine support without the whine or delay you often get from older hybrid systems. The Seal U comes with two battery options, an 18.3 kilowatt-hour unit and a larger 28.4 kilowatt-hour blade battery, one of the safest and most thermally stable battery chemistries on the market. Depending on the configuration, it delivers between 50 to 75 miles of EV-only range, WLTP, which rivals, and in some cases, exceeds, the Tiguan's offering. BYD claims fuel consumption as low as 1.1 liters per 100 kilometers, translating to an estimated over 200 mpg, setting a high bar for plug-in SUV economy. As for performance, it's more about smoothness than outright speed. The base model takes about 8.2 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour, while the high-output version does it in just under 7 seconds. Not sports car quick, but perfectly adequate, especially when paired with its quiet electric drive and the impressive smoothness of its hybrid transitions. When it comes to plug-in SUVs, performance and range are only half the story. For most buyers, the true day-to-day difference is made inside, where comfort, space, and tech shape every journey. In the case of the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan eHybrid and BYD Seal U DM-i, both vehicles aim to impress, but with very different personalities. Starting with the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan eHybrid, the cabin immediately feels familiar yet evolved. Volkswagen has embraced a more modern, minimalist design, with cleaner surfaces and sharper angles. Soft-touch materials dominate the dashboard, while ambient lighting, customizable in up to 30 colors, gives the interior a more premium, welcoming feel at night. Seating is well-bolstered and ergonomically designed, with optional perforated leather upholstery, heating and ventilation for front passengers, and even massaging seats available on upper trims in Europe. The second row remains spacious, with ample legroom and sliding adjustment to balance cargo and passenger needs. Despite the battery pack being mounted under the floor, cargo space is still generous, offering up to 1,650 liters, 58.3 cubic feet, with the rear seats folded, among the best in the plug-in compact SUV class. The tech story is where the new Tiguan really stands out. It features a 15-inch central touchscreen paired with an optional 10.25-inch digital driver display, offering crisp graphics and an intuitive user interface. VW's new infotainment software is smoother, with improved voice commands, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and built-in navigation with real-time EV route planning. Higher trims also include a Harman Kardon premium audio system, a wireless charging pad, and connected services through VW's WeConnect app, allowing users to precondition the cabin, monitor battery status, or find the nearest charging station right from their phone. Now, shift to the BYD Seal U DM-i, and the approach changes, but not in a lesser way. BYD has crafted a cabin that's modern, tech-forward, and surprisingly upscale for the price point. Soft-touch materials and faux suede accents line the dash and doors, while the floating center console and ambient lighting give the cabin a high-tech aesthetic that feels more premium than you'd expect in this segment. The seating is plush and generously padded, with power-adjustable front seats, heating, and ventilation available depending on the trim. Rear seat passengers enjoy excellent space thanks to a flat floor and longer wheelbase, and the Seal U's quiet hybrid system keeps the cabin impressively serene at low speeds. In terms of cargo, the Seal U offers up to 552 liters, 19.5 cubic feet, behind the rear seats, expandable to over 1,440 liters, 50.9 cubic feet, with the seats folded slightly behind the Tiguan, but still very usable. Tech is one of BYD's strongest cards. The centerpiece is the rotating 15.6-inch touchscreen, which can flip between landscape and portrait modes, a party trick that's functional and fun. The screen houses BYD's custom OS, which supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, OTA updates, climate control, media, and even live vehicle diagnostics. A digital instrument cluster, panoramic sunroof, wireless charging, and a full suite of USB-A and USB-C ports are also standard on most trims. In today's SUV market, safety isn't just expected, it's essential. And while plug-in hybrids like the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan PHEV and the BYD Seal U DM-i focus heavily on efficiency and technology, they don't cut corners when it comes to protecting passengers. Let's begin with the Volkswagen Tiguan PHEV. Built on the MQB Evo platform, this latest generation Tiguan benefits from improved structural rigidity and crash energy absorption. Volkswagen continues its reputation for delivering high safety standards, and this PHEV variant is no different. It comes standard with a comprehensive suite of driver assistance technologies, including autonomous emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection, lane keeping assist, and adaptive cruise control with stop-and-go functionality. Higher trims add travel assist, which combines lane centering and adaptive cruise to offer semi-autonomous highway driving. There's also blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and an updated traffic jam assist feature for slow-moving congestion. Now shifting to the 2025 BYD Seal U DM-i, this SUV comes from a brand that has rapidly built a strong safety record, especially in China and Europe. While not as long established in Western markets, BYD has invested heavily in advanced safety technology and crash safety engineering. On the technology front, the Seal U DM-i features BYD's D-Pilot driver assistance system, which includes forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, lane keeping assist, and intelligent cruise control. The top trims also feature adaptive cruise with integrated stop-and-go, a 360-degree camera system, and parking assist. While its ADAS suite is highly functional, its tuning tends to be a bit more conservative compared to Volkswagen's, prioritizing early warnings and gentle intervention rather than more assertive corrections. When it comes to plug-in hybrids, value is about more than just the price tag. It's about what you get for it. And in this matchup, the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan PHEV and the BYD Seal U DM-i take very different approaches to the pricing game. Starting with the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan PHEV, pricing is aimed more toward the European market for now, with expected rollout in other global markets later in the year. The entry-level PHEV trim, often labeled as eHybrid Life or eHybrid Style, in Europe, starts at around 44,000 euros to 46,000 euros, depending on local taxes and equipment levels. This variant already comes well-equipped, offering the full plug-in hybrid drivetrain, LED lighting, dual-zone climate control, and a new infotainment suite. Move up to the eHybrid Elegance, or R-Line, trims, and you'll be looking at pricing in the 49,000 euros to 52,000 euro range. These models add more premium materials, larger wheels, a panoramic sunroof, upgraded sound systems, and more advanced driver assistance features. It's worth noting that these trims offer the 268 horsepower powertrain, giving buyers not just more tech, but more performance too. Now compare that to the 2025 BYD Seal U DM-i, which comes in noticeably more aggressively. In many European markets, The Seal U DM-i starts at around 33,000 euros to 35,000 euros for the base model, making it roughly 10,000 to 12,000 euros cheaper than the entry Tiguan PHEV. Even at this base level, you're getting LED lighting, a rotating 15.6-inch touchscreen, wireless smartphone connectivity, and a smaller 18.3 kilowatt-hour battery, enough for most urban commutes. Higher trims, like the Comfort or Design versions, push closer to 39,000 euros to 42,000 euros, depending on market and incentives. These models include the larger 28.4 kilowatt-hour battery, more powerful electric motor, advanced D-Pilot driver assist features, panoramic roof, and additional luxury finishes like suede interior accents and multicolor ambient lighting. So after taking a deep dive into performance, tech, safety, and pricing, which plug-in hybrid SUV truly stands out in 2025? The Volkswagen Tiguan PHEV or the BYD Seal U DM-i? The Tiguan PHEV delivers what you'd expect from a modern Volkswagen: a polished driving experience, impressive electric range, mature ride quality, and an interior that's both practical and premium. It's the safe, refined, and familiar choice. But that refinement comes at a price, and depending on the trim, it can climb quickly. The BYD Seal U DM-i, on the other hand, proves just how much the hybrid game has changed. It offers excellent electric range, bold design, cutting-edge tech, and strong efficiency numbers, all wrapped in a price tag that seriously undercuts its rivals. It may lack the brand recognition in some regions, but in terms of innovation and value, it's forcing everyone, including Volkswagen, to pay attention. Which one would you choose? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more real-world car comparisons. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.